Hello and welcome to your weekly horoscope forecast for week commencing the 7th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you the broad themes to expect, but please stay with me because I then will dive deep to give you in forensic detail each of the 12 zodiac sign forecasts, the key influences for each of those signs and the dates. Now this week begins with Venus and Mars having relocated into the sign of Aquarius. Now waiting for them is Mercury and Saturn. Mercury stays with Venus and Mars through to Thursday before itself ingressing into the sign of Pisces. So we've still got a lot of Pisces energy going on. Also the Sun in Pisces is aligning with Jupiter in the first half of this week, which is very uplifting energy. The second half of this week, it goes alongside Neptune. Now that could see us wanting to conserve our energies a little bit, but also indulge anything to do with film or photography, escapism in a creative way. The quarter moon on Thursday, however, is in Gemini, and because Neptune's in the mix, this 12th third house axis can create the conditions for gossip or for distorted messages. So we can use the clarity of Venus and Mars in the more logical sign of Aquarius to push back on that a little bit, to work on networking with others, to perhaps reach out and re-engage with people in a way which has been much more difficult to do over the last couple of years because of the COVID restrictions and all of the reality of that particular outbreak. Venus and Mars can be quite non-judgmental in the sign of Aquarius. It's very much about community. So linking with others, but being more mindful also of the more psychological dimension of all of our situations is what I feel are the key issues of this week. If you are new to my channel, I would be honoured if you would subscribe. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. If you'd like to get your free written daily horoscope fired to your device each morning, I've written these for years. Please see the link below which you can subscribe through. Also, if you'd like to take advantage of my special combination of a natal character analysis and a 12-month forecast, which will see you learn so much more about what makes you tick individually beyond your zodiac sign, please see the link below for a 30% discount. Welcome Aries to your weekly horoscope for week commencing the 7th of March. You may find yourself hearing from someone you haven't heard from for some while. Perhaps you're going to feel compelled to pick up the phone, send a text message, even ring somebody. So a degree of nostalgia is definitely possible this week. You could also find yourself listening to your instincts, but then planning your future hopes. Your ruler Mars has moved into the part of your horoscope that's brilliant for strategizing about what you really want at a more spiritual level in life, not so much in terms of neat goals and ambitions. You still have Pluto very active in that part of your scope, but House 11 that Venus and Mars join up with Mercury and Saturn in is much more universal. It's much more about how we link in with others, and that's why I feel that there can be a greater emphasis on your friendships. But also, the other thing I think you're going to be really appreciating this week, it's not necessarily the quantity, it's very much the quality. And some fair weather friends or a friend could be revealed over this week. Or you can just become much more conscious of just wanting to direct your attention to someone who's really sincere, absolutely totally there for you. So it may not be quite such a light and breezy friendship that draws you at the moment. It may be someone that you have some kind of a connection with around your ideals, around an interest. If you're very much into any kind of healing, especially natural healing, this can be a very active time for you, very exciting time. If you're starting a business or expanding the one you've got or reinvigorating it after the restrictions of COVID, all the people you know can be very valuable to you in terms of pushing out the message that you can support people in some way or another. But if you are in an organisation where you work more behind the scenes, such as a hospital, such as a big a governmental institution, or perhaps a prison, these kind of 12th house places can actually see you do very well with the Sun combining with Jupiter. But I think your energy is going to be a little bit delicate, particularly in the second half of this week, and that's a very good time for you to steer clear of the known sort of gossips. You might actually quite like somebody, but you know that if you give them even a tiny snippet of information, suddenly everyone's going to know about it, and it's all going to be exaggerated from what you actually said. So I think it's a week when you should only share anything of a sensitive or confidential nature on a need-to-know basis.